From an ordinary point of view, the owners of these trucks are seen as big earners from their cross-border dealings. Such trucks spend days in transit as they ferry goods for export or import from regional member states. However, the situation is different when you engage the traders on what exactly they have to go through on a daily basis while on the job. And though the East African community passed the non-tariff barrier protocol in 2010, its implementation among all member states remains a challenge.
Why should private players be given the mandate to operate the weigh bridges and be licensed by the ministry to handle the weighing of these cargo? I think that is self-defeating. Because if I own a weigh bridge, I will charge what I want.
Our president agreed to weigh once in Mariakano, but they're still weighing all the way in the road. So which means when you reach in the river, they'll say, Moguya unyume mepitisha.
The unfair treatment meted on transporters across the border and high charges imposed on them seem to be threatening the transporters who ply the region.
To pay 3,000 Kenya shillings for the parking of your truck for 1 week, whether you use it for only 1 day, or use it for 2 days, or 3 days, or 5 days. You pay the 3,000 Kenya shillings as parking fee.
This is an issue we will bring up with the partner states. We shall bring it up with the issue of Council of Ministers. We can actually move a question in the House, in the Assembly, and request for an answer. We can also move a motion and resolve that all the weigh bridges should be remedied, they should be synchronized.
There are still discrepancies in the policies on plastics in the region, with member states holding different regulations.
Whereby in Uganda we came up with the standard measurement, which is the 30 microns as the UNBS standard. Then Kenya said, because of recycling in Kenya, we shall not have the standard of 30 microns. All microns can be produced as long as there is recycling. Then for Rwanda, Rwanda says, for us we don't mind about anything, for us we don't want the plastic in the country. So in the sector it has created chaos. For example, in Uganda. In Uganda the sector has 40 industries and we are looking at a $10 million investment of the plastic recycling industry. So the challenge...
Much as we have tried to reduce the non-tariff barriers, new ones keep on coming up. The example which was given here of flaps, mud flaps, whereby cars which are imported from Europe don't have mud flaps. And yet when they are being transported, for example, from Mombasa to Uganda, they have to be stopped on the way and the drivers are charged a fee for not having mud flaps. It's an example which shows how small things can become very big things.
In their response, legislators from the East African Assembly have tasked all member states to speed up the implementation of the Non-Tariff Barrier Act in order to reduce delays in business transactions across the region.